Hello, we are going to take you through a very quick demonstration of how GitLab as a DevSecOps platform can help organizations quickly and securely go from having an idea to realizing value for their business and their customers as working software. And in this demonstration, we will be showing a fictitious financial services company called Tanuki Bank that just launched a consumer banking application. Now, any software delivery organization needs to have planning capabilities so they can organize requirements, they can schedule them, they can collaborate on the requirements, and then see progress towards their goals. GitLab has this built into this single platform. And what I'm showing here is an epic. This is capturing a high-level business goal to acquire more customers by driving more traffic to tanukibank.com. And here you can see the requirements. There's information about specific, more finer grained requirements that are associated with this higher level theme of driving customer traffic and acquiring more customers. There's collaboration and so forth. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a very specific requirement, and I'm going to leverage an issue to do so, to create a compound interest calculator on the website to drive some more traffic. Now, GitLab has Duo artificial intelligence built throughout the platform to give productivity to all the personas. So as a product manager, I'm able to very quickly provide a title, which is automatically populated. I can provide additional context and submit this to a large language model, which is then going to generate a useful description for this specific requirement. So already significant productivity gains for me. Now I'm going to assign this to a developer, and I'm going to pass it to Karina. And I'm going to assign it to the epic we discussed to acquire more customers, that higher level business goal. And I'm also going to assign a label. So labels are useful to categorize and make it easier to search and find specific issues or requirements. So I know this is a front-end application. So I'm going to now create this issue. And I only showed you a glimpse of the planning capabilities that are built into this platform. But now I'm going to pass it over to Karina, our developer.
Hello, I'm here to show you how developer productivity is increased by removing the typical toil and cognitive load they experience when contributing to the delivery of value. Now, as a developer, I usually start my day by looking at the to-dos. Today, I realize I've been assigned to an issue that requires me to create a new functionality, more precise, to add a compound interest to our welcome page. If I scroll down, I can see all the code that's already attached to this functionality, or to this functionality requirement. When I open this page, this is what we at GitLab call a single source of truth. And we do that because this is the place where we go to see the entire life cycle of work items. For instance, requirements, bugs, issues, software artifacts such as code, documentation, builds, and so on. This page enhances collaboration and eliminates the context switching that comes with multiple tools. Something that GitLab also offers as a single platform for the entire DevSecOps lifecycle is the possibility to deploy an application from early review and testing. This would otherwise require additional tooling and integration. Because we have this possibility, it's really easy for me to see what other colleagues have done on this requirement so far. So if I open up the application and I go to the welcome page, I can see that we already have a compound interest calculator assigned to it. But when I fill out the data, there is no logic behind it. So I'm going to leverage GitLab, and more specifically GitLab Duo, to create and also show you the compound interest function. So what I need to do is I simply need to tell GitLab Duo what's missing, hence the function behind the compound interest calculator. And GitLab will provide it for me. When I look at the result, So far, it looks good for me. If we approve, I'm going to add this code to the existing one. And then what GitLab will do is it will also build up a preview of the new application with a new result. While GitLab is building up the application preview, I want to show you what else it can do. So for instance, if I highlight a particular part of the application, I can ask it to create tests for me. This way, this will ensure that not only will you increase the productivity of developers, but you will do that in a secure way that is respecting your organization's flow. Once I have the tests and I can copy them, we can even take it a step further. Let's fast forward 2-3 years in the future. And there comes a time when you need to change the application, make it more modern, use the latest and new and flashy tools on the market. So let's say the new developer that comes in after a while, they need to look at this function and they need to rewrite it. This is where GitLab Duo can also help because it can explain the code. Not only that, but it can also comment on top of it. So it can help the current developer add comments and code and explanation on top of it. Okay, now that we have all of that, let's see if the application was built. Let me refresh the page. Okay, we have a result. Let's see how it looks. Let's add in some data. And there you have it, the final result. Now, this page is not just a single source of truth for me as a developer, but it acts as a single source of truth for different workflows, from different parts of the workflows, and for different personas that orchestrate as a single platform. As a reminder, automation is in place to ensure quality and security at GitLab, but now I'm going to pass it down to Rashmi, our security engineer.
Hello, I'm Rashmi, and I'm the security engineer at Tanuki Bank. Once our developer, Corina, has checked in her code, I, as a security engineer, have the ability to block her commit based on a condition. In this case, I have it configured to block her commit because it contains a critical vulnerability that requires an approval from me as a security engineer. With security policies in GitLab, I can provide a structured orchestration of security guardrails while enabling speed to market to all projects under my purview. As a security engineer, the secure corner of GitLab stores everything I need to provide separation of duties while allowing collaboration between different teams. Here I can come and look at the vulnerability report where I can drill deeper into each vulnerability that was created in every project under my purview, also providing fast auditability and fast feedback loop. I can look at all the different tools as well, both open source and proprietary, that's part of GitLab, unlike our competitors. Now, if I want to drill deeper into the vulnerability that is in Tanuki Bank, I can see there's one, which is high. Let's go and look at it in a deeper view. I can see that it's a hard-coded password. And from here, I can fix it in two different ways. I can either resolve it with AI, which is going to take the vulnerability, create a fix, and create a merge request for me. So all I have to go and do is review it and commit the code. Or I can use this functionality called explain the vulnerability that's going to explain me what code was vulnerable, what was the attack surface, also lets me know what is the fix. Now, without GitLab, this would have taken 3 to 4 weeks for a developer to get this response back from a security engineer. You can see that it increases productivity again and avoids context switching between the developer and the security teams. Now, the second part of GitLab, which is really favorite of mine, is compliance and auditing. That's provided right out of the box in GitLab. Without GitLab, it used to take us 3+ months to get this functionality with various reporting. Here in Compliance Center, I can look at all the projects that have compliance frameworks, different frameworks applied to it, all the violation, and really drill deeper into the line of code that created that violation. I also have the ability to create reporting based on this. Now in security dashboard, you can see the vulnerability trends over time. I can drill deeper. Clearly something happened on March 27th. When I drill deeper, I can see that Jonathan, our project manager, has checked in a bunch of code that has created audit events. I can now stream this into various reports. Also with GitLab, it allows us to do software bill of materials, so you can rest assured of knowing what went into your project in production. Now, as you can see, security is built right into the heart of GitLab. With the help of Compliance Center, advanced security, vulnerability reporting, and auditing capabilities built into the workflows, you can make sure your developers can go as fast as you please, as well as with quality and control. Now on to Jonathan to wrap it up.
The final step in the delivery of software is deployment, and deployment automation is typically required. GitLab has this built into the platform, and in this case, Tanuki Bank can be deployed after it undergoes another set of automation to ensure correctness, quality, and security. And in this case, we're deploying it to staging, and we've optionally chosen to have manual incremental rollouts into production, so that we can have an additional layer of security and safety and the ability to roll back where required. So we just showed you how GitLab, a single DevSecOps platform, orchestrates the workflows for various personas contributing to the delivery of software, so that you can go very quickly from having an idea to delivering value for your customers in your business as working software. Thank you.